Welcome everyone to the next episode of the CEN Nutrition Podcast. You're with your host Bryan and Magellan today, and this is episode 88. Jel, how are you?
Well, I'm back, so I've done something right.
Yes, you have, and you're also coming down to EQUITANA, and we have a very special announcement on today's podcast, as promised, from Fridays, and it is our collaboration with a leading horse and rider wear company. And Jel, are we going to announce it right now?
We're actually going to announce it this time. It's no longer a secret.
Let me have some effects here. The announcement is CEN has teamed up with this amazing company called Equipad, and we have Katie, the founder, on the line. How are you, Katie?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Super excited to have you here. This is, super excited.
So with everyone that knows or has been following CEN just recently for EQUITANA update, we have teamed up with Katie and her company Equipad to bring you something pretty special. And before we deep dive into the announcement or the surprise, let's catch up with Katie and ask her about how we've come about partnering up. So I understand, Katie, you are on the road to Melbourne at the moment.
I am. I'm actually sitting in the truck and I'm sweating a little bit, not only because I'm nervous for the podcast, but also it's also 1,000,000 degrees down here, which is surprising. But we're on the road. We are 3 hours out of Melbourne. We're a little earlier than expected, but we're very much on the way and looking forward to arriving and getting set up for EQUITANA.
Oh, that's so good. And I also should just ask you, how are you feeling about EQUITANA?
I'm good. I am a little bit nervous. Last time I went was 10 years ago, and it wasn't as an exhibitor, it was as an attendee. So I'm a little bit nervous having to set up the stall and get everything ready, but I'm equally as excited, and I can't wait to see everyone's faces and also to launch what we're talking about here today. I think it's a lot of excited nerves.
That's awesome. And before we get into that, our listeners would probably want to know why. How come CEN, how come Equipad, but you have been an existing CEN client for many years now? If you want to go through your story.
I'm more than happy to. So I sold my horses a few years ago to actually start Equipad and continue running it. As we all know, horses are expensive and they also take away a lot of your time. But when I came back into horses, I was a lot more aware about what I was feeding the horses and how reactive my, at the time, young horse was to some of the feeds I was giving him. And it made me do a lot of deep diving and researching into the actual ingredients of what I was feeding my horses and what was even available on the market at the time. And that's sort of when I came across CEN, thank God. And I can honestly say I haven't looked back since. And I've tried, I would say, almost every single one of their products, and I have no faults about them at all. I currently feed the CEN Complete, CEN Lupin, CEN Gold, and a little bit of the CEN oil for my old guy. And I just love every single one of the products, and it's the only thing that I recommend to people to feed their horses, whether I see someone posting about it online or someone asks me. It's my 100% go-to, which I think is kind of leads into where this sort of collaboration came from, I suppose.
And we're so grateful for your support and those kind words, and we are equally excited on our end for this collaboration because it just makes sense in terms of you are our CEN client, but you're also a friend of CEN and you're local to us. You're only down the road.
Yeah. When I found out you guys were only half an hour away, I was like, no way. And I remember picking up my first feed there, and then I was like, this is crazy. I can't believe you guys are so close. It's it's just everything is sort of slowly the stars have aligned for this announcement, I suppose, right now.
And it's so awesome that we can partner up or collab on something special. And Equipad has a very good reputation in the industry as a leader in horseware and rider wear. And if you want to describe your company to our listeners that are not aware of Equipad.
Yeah, of course. So I think maybe a lot of you guys might not know who Equipad is or what we're about. We're still a pretty small and sort of startup company, but we're all about creating real wear for real riders. Essentially, a real rider is someone who cares more about the horse than anything else, not a 10-cent ribbon, not winning, nothing like that. She's someone who is equally as passionate about horses as what we are, which kind of shines through in the clothes that we make. Everything is about picking out the right fabrics, making sure it performs in the saddle, making sure it's comfortable and it fits right and it's made to last. On top of that as well, we are adding as many recycled components into our products because we're all about creating a better world for you guys and your horses. So we have like base layers made out of recycled fishing nets, and we have recycled saddle pads now, and recycled breeches made from fabric offcuts. So we're an accumulation of everything, kind of quality, made for riding, made for going to the stables, as well as sustainability too. So a good little pot of things we've got going on.
It's so fantastic, and our team has been admiring Equipad from afar in what you do, especially on Instagram. It's quality.
Love the gram.
Yeah. That didn't slide into your DMs, but what we did was you actually, I think you reached out to us.
I think I slid into your DMs.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I think CEN and Equipad have been sliding into each other's DMs, but nothing really came of it. I think it wasn't the right timing for both of us until this year. So it was bound to happen, but I think the timing just finally aligned, and we've kind of made big leaps towards this.
Yeah, and I think that's the perfect segue to announce that we have a CEN by Equipad saddle pad.
Saddle pad?
Woo!
Very exciting. Woo! Okay, please tell me.
That's perfect, guys. Brian's discovered a soundboard.
10 out of 10.
But this is, if you want to go through the details of it, Katie, you're probably the best to explain.
More than happy. So as our name says, Equipad, we actually originally started off specializing in saddle pads before we moved into sort of matching and sustainable rider wear and such. But as of this year, we have started recycled saddle pads, which ties in really well with some of the sustainability changes CEN has been making as well as ourselves. So we are actually making a sustainable CEN cross Equipad saddle pad. It screams CEN when you look at it, but it also screams Equipad. It's made from a recycled outer material, and it also features a lining made from bamboo and charcoal, which is so good on the horse's hair and also for breathability. We've just reinvented our saddle pad, and this is one of our first ever collabs with this new design and all the new technical features that we've sort of jam-packed into this one saddle pad. So it will be available in a dressage shape, and maybe I'll let Bryan share some of the details about what it looks like and what to sort of expect.
Yeah, so when Katie approached CEN, we're like, how and what colour and what discipline are we going to cover?
Bryan was going crazy.
There was a big brainstorming session that went on, and we ran a poll, and we said, okay, let's just do the one type to start off with, see how we go. And the majority of the CEN users in the group were dressage riders. Then I think, Katie, you said, what about the signature CEN blue? Let's incorporate this into this first release. And this is what it's all come about. And we will have video and photos on our Instagram, on both Instagrams.
And this is your first competition style saddle pad as well, isn't it, Katie?
It is. We actually have never released a competition style saddle pad, so what a better way to release it with CEN, so everyone can get their shiny ponies ready without probably even bathing them and get them out to a competition supporting CEN, supporting Equipad, and supporting their favourite feed, obviously, and what their horse looks like. I think it's the perfect way for us to jump into the dressage competition scene, and also for you guys to have a way for people to support you guys in the saddle. Because I know when I see a CEN horse out in the ring, it's a CEN horse.
Yeah, true.
And it's so highly requested, I suppose, from the phone calls I take, and I know Bryan as well.
Oh my God.
Are you guys going to do a saddle pad? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing a saddle pad? And now we can be like, well
yes, yeah.
Yeah, and as people know, at CEN, we don't do anything by halves, and we want the best quality. We want something progressive in terms of recycled fabric, bamboo lining, as what Equipad offers. And Katie, I think there's so many reasons why CEN is and wants to be a part of Equipad and vice versa, because we're here for the horse at the end of the day, and we align so much in our values.
100%. I think that's why the universe has let this all come together finally. I think we're two very much well-aligned brands in for the same mission, which is just, creating a better world for our horses, essentially, at the end of the day.
Yep, no, well said. And
happy rider, happy horse, vice versa,
Yeah, yes, yep, definitely a reflection.
From the inside and out as well now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so these will be in limited quantity.
Yep, that's correct.
And making them limited edition and probably very sought after. How are our listeners going to access? Actually?
So they can. So the first lot will be dropped for pre-access at the CEN and Equipad stand. So if you guys want to see the saddle pad, I recommend you popping over to the CEN EQUITANA stall coming up this week. Your guys' stall is 352 Hay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Not that, and that's not too far from ours. So ours is 359. So if you guys pop over to the EQUITANA CEN stall and have a look, there'll be a lot of information there about how you can pre-access the saddle pad.
Like
you don't want to order that stall.
You're excused. You're excused, Katie. We've all got a bit of a mushy brain from EQUITANA planning, so
oh my God, hectic.
You can mix your words. So what everyone has to know also is, if you look on the site map, CEN is at Guy McLean's site, and so it is 352, just down the road or down the lane from Equipad. Yep. And we are making this exclusive access for people attending EQUITANA at the start. You get to register for early access to this saddle pad, and then you'll have more details through the QR code at our stand.
Yep, perfect. If you're stopping by, we actually are going to have, I think, a special pre-access price. Is that right, Bryan?
Yeah, yep, that's right. So by being at EQUITANA, by being on that pre-access list, you will have a small discount off that recommended retail.
Awesome. That's very exciting. I actually already had someone in our Equipad DM who already guessed what it is and was asking me to buy it
before.
Already. So I think the demand is high considering that's already coming from our end, let alone your guys' end.
Wow. And actually, Jel's just signaled. Do you want to say? Yeah. So as part of our EQUITANA stand, we have a special promo, EQUITANA promo with the CEN merch show bag, but in that show bag, you get an entry into a chance to win.
Yeah, so you go into the draw essentially if you spend over $150 while you're at EQUITANA or on the app.
Yep.
So you get a discount, you get some really cool goodies in our CEN bag, and you also get
a chance to win.
A chance to win a Equipad saddle pad.
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool.
CEN saddle pad.
So I was saying, I think I'm going to be stopping by for one of those show bags.
This will be very special, and we're just bracing ourselves for these 4 days coming up, as you are too, Katie.
Deep breaths.
Yeah, I am. As I said, I'm excited and nervous. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But it looks like the turnout's going to be great. So it's exciting either way for us to get out there, and it'll be great having you guys so close to our stall too. Yep,
no, it's fantastic, and we better let you keep continuing on your journey down.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll, like I said, we've only got a couple hours left, so not too far off. Hopefully we'll make it.
All the best, Katie, and your family also travelling into Melbourne. And Magellan, I, and the CEN team, Peter, Evelina, Lisa, we will see you
in 2 days.
In 2 days for the setup.
2 days? Oh my God. Okay, I'll see you in, 48 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. The countdown is officially on.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Katie.
Awesome. We'll have to see you then. Bye.
Thanks, Katie. Bye.
Bye.